Alright, here we go. Playing e4 for the win. He's kind of a chess beginner, so he's working hard at improving his game. We'll see if he can make it through without blundering all of his pieces. So I kind of expect this, and then I get this. He might just do this, in which case I'll take this pawn. Then he takes, and I get this fork. Or alternatively, here, check, takes, and then here. He protects it this way. I don't think that's good, because now this comes with tempo on the queen, so he has to play his knight here to stop that. And he doesn't see it. So now he has to play queen back here to stop this fork. And he misses it. So now I'm winning the queen. GG. It's game 1. We'll try game 2. I play the French defense. I haven't played the French in a while. I thought he would call me on Discord, but he hasn't. Do I pin the knight here? Oh, no, I play this. Okay. Let me do that first. Just get him off of this diagonal while he takes it. Okay. Oh, now he wins his pawn. Well done, friend. A free pawn, just for you. Oh, he misses it. That's too bad. That's too bad. I don't really see how she's useful on any of these squares. Like either of these, the knight gets out with tempo. If I move her here, like that, just kicks her back. And then she has to go here. So we'll bring her home. This was made a little bit too quickly. I think I could have done better playing c5 first. Now if he kicks my bishop back, maybe even just once, then it's harder to play c5. Well, good. Let's get rid of these bishops. This is my weak bishop because all these pawns are on light squares. Alright, I'm going to do knight take. So now if he kicks my bishop back, I can still play c5 because my knight is covering it. And c5 it is. Don't know which piece I would recapture if you take c5. I might trade knight and bishop and then capture here. So he's kicking my bishop back first. I don't want to trade here, I don't think, because then this helps his pawn structure. We could do this trade and I play c4. Or I could just bring him back. I think I'll just bring him back. Don't know what. Did I just willing go down a piece with you? I wonder if he thinks he's a piece down right now. He's not a piece down. Now his knight is pinned. So now I don't mind this trade because I guess he could recapture with his queen. Didn't think about that. Oops. The knight is still pinned. I can grab this diagonal. That looks pretty sensitive. I can play rook here. No, the queen's on this guy. Okay, yeah, I think he thought he was a piece down, and he isn't. kind of like regrouping. I think this bishop is really good, and this knight is sort of limited at the moment. So the queen moves, I can play pawn up to stop the knight from coming here. The knight is a square, and then the bishop backs up one, and this knight is still, from here, the knight would still have all these squares covered by my bishop back here. Where does this queen go? Probably here. And then I have to castle, I think, to protect this pawn. Oh, he goes over here. Alright. So castling is still an option. Now I can play rook here since the bishop's guarding this pawn. I can play the knight up and hit. Oh, the knight's pinned. So rook c8 or castle. Other options. I could play a6 to stop knight. Knight b5. Do I need to stop knight b5? Knight b5 to here looks kind of concerning, so let's stop knight b5. Well, there's no time limit in these games. I think we're playing about a 5 to 10 minute pace so far. Maybe next game I'll add in a time limit. I think queen here is something for him to think about. His knights are kind of... This knight for sure is... All these squares are covered. I think queen here is the only idea, or just h6. It's a kind of a waiting move. Okay, that's an idea too. I didn't see that. So he's offering a queen trade. I don't have to take it. I'm looking at queen c7. This pawn is still well guarded. We could do this trade and then bishop back here to add fuel onto this pawn, but then f4 protects it sort of conveniently. I don't have to react to this. We can exchange back here. If I could play d5, oh, he's got 2 pieces on it. If I let him trade and then claim I'm going to play d5, no, this pawn's covering that square, so I don't want to move it. But I think I should just leave it here. Maybe I'll just castle. So I'll probably take with this rook, because I think this rook wants to be on this file. Yep, so here's the knight there. So I can go here and claim this knight has no squares. I can go here and add pressure on this guy. If I go here, then I am threatening to capture here and then capture the pawn. So suppose I go here, then the queen. He could still trade queens then, and then I'm not threatening anything. So I'm gonna go this way. So looking at b4, like the knight's bad here, and I'm chasing it to a better square, but I feel like b4 is a move that I want to make, even if the knight wasn't there. So I'm just getting it with a tempo now. But even rook c8 comes with a punch to c2. What can he do? Queen b5 maybe, or b4. Puts pressure on this guy. I would still play b4, so maybe that's not something to do. f4, no, because then I would trade queens and win this pawn, which might be okay. h6, just a waiting move still. Alright, yeah, b4 is his move. So now if I play b5, and if the knight goes here, then hitting it with the rook forces him to defend it somehow. Because if the knight moves, say he moves I don't know, over here, then the rook captures the pawn. He could move the knight here, but I have it covered twice, so that would also win me a pawn. I can also play queen b6 at some point, put pressure here. Oh, and he takes, he goes for the queen trade. So rook c8 as planned. He has, how does he defend it? I don't think he does. I don't think he can defend it. So my bishop has these squares guarded. So knight here I'm expecting. So knight there to, oh, you missed that. This might be game. Oops, GG. Oh, I don't know. I'll find out if you guys can see Discord or if it's just recording this screen. But I'm going to stop it for this recording. Thanks for watching, and thanks for playing me Sirrid.